Hi there, this is Laurent Habyarimana with Esri Canada. Today we'll be discussing how to remove logs, preventing a feature class or table owner from editing its schema when that feature class or table has been published as a map service. In today's video, I'll be walking you through a situation where a feature class or table owner is unable to edit its schema because it's locked, and I will show you how to remove the table logs for that purpose. Let's start with our catalog. If I right-click this database connection and go to connection properties, you can see I'm connected to an Oracle Enterprise Geodatabase called SDE 1061 as a data owner called GIS owner. GIS owner owns three feature classes: the lakes, the rivers, and the volcanoes. However, it's the lakes feature class the GIS manager would like GIS owner to add a new field to. When I open the lakes feature class properties and go to the fields tab, I can try and type in a new field, but I'm unable to since the feature class is locked. Let's now switch gears and go to Toad for Oracle. I'm currently connected to the SDE 1061 Oracle database. Next, I'm going to run this SQL query to find out what applications are locking the lakes feature class. As an Enterprise Geodatabase Administrator, you can query the backend SDE system tables to find out blocking sessions. In this instance, I have this SQL query that joins three SDE-owned tables: the process information table, the table registry, and the table logs table to return some properties I'm interested in. When I run this query, it returns 5 results, each corresponding to a session locking the schema of the lakes feature class. Looking at the result, I realize the name of the application locking the lakes feature class is missing. There are 4 locking applications running on machine CASP 112 and 1 locking application running on machine TSV Mage 1061. Let's have a look at the record with server ID equals to 14852, for instance. On machine CASP 112, there is a process with server ID equals 14852, where 14852 is the value of the process ID of the application locking the lakes feature class. Now, if I look at Task Manager in the Details tab, I can see process ID equals 14852 is being run by ArcGIS Pro. Similarly, I can see process ID 26200 is being run by the ArcMap application, while process ID 15956 is being run by our catalog. As for process ID 1628, it's being run by the ArcSoc process corresponding to a map service called Lakes on CASP 112 as a parameter -d service under command line shows. Let me now switch to SQL Server Manager on CASP 112, go to the Services tab and stop the lakes on CASP 112 map service. Back to Toad. I rerun my SQL query and realize that, that the table log with process ID 1628 is now gone. We are now down to 3 processes running on machine CASP 112 logging the lakes feature class. The first caused by ArcMap, the second by ArcGIS Pro, and the third by ArcCatalog. So I'll go ahead and close the 3 applications. If I rerun my query, my SQL query in Toad, all the table logs caused by applications running on machine CASP 112 are now gone. We have 1 remaining log on the lakes feature class with process ID 14116 caused by some application running on machine TSV Mage 1061. If I switch to that remote machine and look for PID, process ID 14116 in Task Manager, I notice there is an ArcSoc process corresponding to a map service called lakes on TSV Mage 1061. Now I will go into ArcGIS Server Manager and stop that service as well. Back to Toad, I rerun my SQL query and realize that all the logs on the lakes feature class have disappeared. I can now launch a catalog and I'm gonna add a new field to the lakes feature class. So I'm gonna add a field called temperature and I'm gonna make it a short integer field, apply, and then OK. That's it for this video. I hope this workflow that shows how to manage table logs in an enterprise database was helpful. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video and feel free to leave any comments and/or suggestions below. Lastly, if you would like to see more Esri Canada demos, you can subscribe to our channel using the subscribe button below the video. Thanks for tuning in.